Hello and welcome back to more Seduce Me the Otome. Hey, we are back for the fourth time. We are back for the fourth time of this Let's Play, and this time we're gonna romance Sam. Finally, woo! We're on the fourth guy. Last time we finished Matthew's route, which is almost like a speed run. Like I put it all into one episode. Probably gonna do the same for Sam's route and for probably the rest of the route, just because there's a lot of shit that were the same. And for some of the stuff, there's like it's the same like wording. As I said, the wording and the sentences were the same, except they're the replacement of the guy's name. So like if it's Matthew's route, it was Matthew's name. If it was James's route, it was James's name. So there was nothing much to it. I'm just gonna show you all of show you guys only the parts that actually have a significant difference. So, we're all the way back here. We time traveled again, and we are back here when they first came into our house. And Sam, the dick he was, stole our first kiss because he needed the energy. And yeah, so after we like recovered from the spell thing that he did, we were like, what the fuck? So we either asked him for an apology again, or we hit him. Last time I chose to hit him because he deserved it. So this time I feel if we're gonna romance Sam's route, we're gonna do ask for an apology. So let's go. Ask for an apology. You should at least apologize, that would suffice. As if to himself he muttered something under his breath. I can't hear you.
Why do I always look like the bad guy? Apologies aren't my forte, but I'll try my best.
You best. Huh?
Okay, fine. I'm sorry.
There, that wasn't so hard now, was it? Sorry about what?
I'm sorry for kissing you like that. I went too far.
Good. See? He sighed and ran his fingers through his hair.
I didn't mean for it to turn out that way. It's just... I act on impulse, okay? It's difficult to control myself and... What am I saying?
It's fine, whatever. We could just figure that shit out down the road. But anyways, you apologize. Yay! It's okay, I get what you're trying to say. Thank you for the apology.
Yeah.
Yeah!
No problem.
Sweet, I knew I was right. Okay. Anyways, if you try to pull any funny business in the future, just fair warning, I know Takano. Okay, let's just skip on ahead to the dinner part where the guys are making us dinner. Okay, so we're here at this point where they made us dinner and the whole like table manner thing. So then, but I did, so I didn't. We already know from doing Matthew's route in the last episode that so I didn't one was basically to romance all the rest of the other guys. I think it was like there was like Eric, Sam, and Matthew little heart icon thing, color thing that was on the icon thing. Okay, so let's just do this thing. So I didn't. There we go. But we already know what happens when we say "but I did it," so we're gonna skip on ahead. So we skipped. And we're here, and we are getting ready for the housewarming party thing that was going to happen tonight. And of course, going down the list, we already did James, we already did Damien, we already did Matthew, and we're going to go with Sam this time at the front yard. What did we got to do some yard work? Hey Sam, I walked out of the front yard to see Sam not cleaning but doing slow motions with his hands and arms. Oh my god, Sam, what the hell are you doing? He was doing Tai Chi, a form of martial arts I had previously learned aside from Taekwondo. You do Tai Chi? However, he wasn't cleaning, which made me cross my arms and glare at him. I know, this isn't the time to be doing Tai Chi, okay? You're supposed to be doing Tai Chi early up in the morning, like before the sun rises kind of thing. That's when it's like the most like tranquil and shit. Aren't we supposed to be cleaning the front yard? Yeah.
You were taking too long. I already finished cleaning.
Oh damn, really? Oh really? What? I looked around the front and noticed that the windows were polished, the weeds were pulled and tossed out from the sidewalk, the lamps were wiped down, and the stairs were swept. Holy shit! What the hell? He really did finish cleaning. We literally disbanded a mere minutes ago, though. God damn, you speed cleaner. Wow, you work fast. Sam didn't respond. He kept his eyes closed and continued to do his Tai Chi. For a guy who wanted to be a badass, I would have imagined him doing hard workouts or karate moves for practice. Tai Chi was not what I expected out of him. But Tai Chi's so nice. It feels so relaxing. I stood there wondering what to do. Leave him alone, join him. Let's join him! Let's do this. Just join him. I want to do Tai Chi too. I remained quiet as I stood beside him and began to move along with his movements. He was going slow, so it was easy to follow along.
What are you doing?
I'm doing Tai Chi with you. What does it look like I'm doing?
This isn't supposed to be fun, okay? It's actually supposed to be difficult.
I know, with the whole balancing of your chi energies and shit, you gotta feel your movements and you have the water flow and what the hell, I don't know. All that, Avatar airbending shit. I know. Sam opened an eye to look at me without breaking his motions before closing it and continuing. I followed along flawlessly, keeping to the speed. It was very relaxing until I managed to trip over my feet and land on Sam. How the hell do you fucking trip doing Tai Chi to the point where you just kind of you just fling yourself?
Hey! Watch it!
My bad. Sorry. I had landed on top of Sam, staring eye to eye with him. Sam and I couldn't stop blushing, nor did either of us move from the ground. I could hear my heart pound against his chest. Ayy, Lamau. Sam didn't move a muscle, but just stared up at me in embarrassment. I eventually moved up off of him and brushed myself off with a large blush on my face. Sam sat up and rubbed his head.
Man, watch where you're going next time.
My bad. I nodded. He stood up and looked at me for a moment. I could see in his eyes that he was concerned if I was okay, but he refused to ask. I smiled before walking back into the house. I heard him sigh before I walked out of earshot. And we're gonna skip. Okay, so we skipped a shit ton of things that led up to the point where Malik showed up for the house after the housewarming party. We also, woke up the next day and it's like we did homework and then we took another nap. We got up. We found the boys in the backyard. They were doing their shit. We interrupted them. We made lunch and now we're gonna go find one of the incubi and. Of course we're gonna go find Sam. Where the hell is this guy gonna be? I quickly rushed back and grabbed a second food dish before hunting down one of the boys. I looked down each hall trying to find one of the incubi wandering so that I wouldn't have to go through each individual room finding them. I pursed my lips in irritation. Where the heck are they? It's funny that this is happening actually outside in the hallway because last time we always just stayed in the dining room, actually. I sighed, knowing that I would have to search for them in each room. I turned to head down the west hall before I suddenly bumped into an opening door face first. Ouch! Ow! Oof!
Whoa! What the?
The hell, Sam? I quickly stepped back, regaining my balance on my feet and with the food in my hands. The last thing I wanted was food on the floor. Yes, that would be messy. I shook my head and looked up to see Sam looking at me from behind the door in surprise. Being that I only saw his face, he was wet, so I assumed that the door led to a bathroom he was exiting from. Hey.
Oh, crap. Are you alright?
I'm fine. Yeah, I bought food. What the hell? Why did I say that? I shook my head and acted like I knew what I said. Sam raised an eyebrow before looking into the food I brought. It's whatever, it's cool.
Oh, hey. Thanks.
No problem. As Sam stepped out from behind the bathroom door and closed it, I was suddenly face to face with a shirtless and freshly cleaned Sam. A simple towel was hanging over his shoulders as he looked at me. I remained frozen, unable to tear my eyes away from the sight. Oh, so did is this a bad time? I could just leave it on the table for you, Damn, he was ripped. Nice one.
Hey, you alright? Hello?
Nothing. A boy? Sam let a sly smirk appear on his lips before tapping my forehead with his finger. It was light, but I still felt pressure from it to push me back a bit on my feet. God.
You gonna give me my food, or do you plan to keep staring into space like a nut job?
Here, take the food, god damn it. Huh? Oh, right, here. I quickly gave Sam his food, glaring at him. He chuckled before quickly dropping to the floor and crossing his leg to sit. I did a double take down at him before joining him to eat. I was hungry, so might as well. We're just gonna fucking picnic out here in the hallway? God. Sam must have been Sam must have been hungry because he practically scarfed all of his food down before I could get 2 bites out of mine. Shit. Do you always do things so quickly? Jeez, you eat fast.
Sorry. It was good, yeah.
That's good, I guess. Thanks. Sam sat in silence waiting for me to finish. It was odd. It was not far from having a dog watch you while you ate. You're comparing him to a dog? That's not very nice. Nevertheless, I finished my food quicker than I normally did and looked to Sam, who somehow got his shirt and vest on while I wasn't looking. This man is just like the next Flash. Jesus. Damn, was he fast.
Alright then. I'm heading up to the roof.
What? A roof? Roof? He was heading to the roof? Why? A boy had the roof? I say that a lot.
Yeah. Wanna come with?
I didn't know I had a roof access. What? Hold on. He wanted me to join him on the roof of a huge mansion? How? Why?
I promise you won't fall, or whatever. Okay?
Okay. Okay. Okay, fine. I didn't know why I was up for this, but I said okay. The small adventure side of me was very happy with my decision, but another side of me was screaming for me, asking me why I did that. Okay, I just don't want to have to do surprise trust fall because I'm not up for it. Sam took the empty dishes and placed them on a nearby stand before walking to a nearby window and looking to me. Are we seriously gonna do? Oh. Oh wait, a window. We're gonna just hop out on a window and just monkey our way up the roof? Are you serious?
Come on.
Sam! I walked towards Sam, unsure what he wanted to do. As I stepped to his side, he wrapped a tight arm around my waist and hugged me against his side. Oh my god. Whoa.
Better hold on tight.
I instantly wrapped my arms around Sam as he opened the window and stepped up on the ledge. I could feel him tighten his grip on me as he looked up and grabbed the end of the roof with his free hand. Holy shit. Oh my god. I gripped tightly to him as he somehow was able to pull both of us up to the roof with that one hand. Damn, so strong. He lifted me to the roof first before pulling himself up and sitting with a content sigh.
See? I told you I wouldn't let you fall.
But I still have the possibility of falling, so you're not quite in the safe zone yet. Yeah. I sat up beside Sam trying to shake off what had happened. He was a demon. I had to remember that no matter how human he looked.
Pretty sight, huh?
Yeah, I guess. I raised my eyebrow before looking ahead of us. I gasped. The sight was truly beautiful. The estate was settled on a high hill, so the view I saw made me feel like I was flying. I could see Chicago in the distance, surrounded by forests and suburbs, like the one I resided in. Something about the sight took my breath away. I silently thanked my adventurous side for taking the risk to come up here. Are we in Chicago? Or somewhere near it? Oh my gosh.
You know, it's things like this that make the human world worth coming to.
Hell yeah, it's fucking beautiful. I turned to Sam at his statement, unsure what he meant. He kept his eyes on to the view, but I could see very soft amazement in his eyes. It's a beautiful world. What do you mean?
I'm not like my brothers. I didn't come to get away from anything or to fulfill something. Whatever they may tell you, their reasons were.
Really? Then why did you come?
I came because, well, they're my brothers.
Okay.
And that's that.
Ah.
However, I didn't expect the human world to be so pretty.
See? Yeah, it's pretty sweet, huh? That's pretty sweet of him, actually, because he's like, I'm just doing this for my bros. My bros. Bros are for hoes. Yeah. I did understand the brothers were running from more than just Malik's. What could have possibly driven them from where they were? Well, you're gonna find out sooner or later, girl. Well, down the route, I'm pretty sure. You all ran from something?
We all had our reasons for leaving the Abyssal Plains. James didn't want to deal with his problems. Matthew wanted to live with humans more than demons. I came because I didn't want to be without my brothers. So I left with them.
Aww. That's rather sweet if you think about it.
It doesn't matter. I came, so here I am.
Yeah. I frowned and bit my lips slightly. I wasn't sure if he even wanted to be here with how he was answering. Still, I felt a small wave of confidence drive me to scoot closer to Sam. I wanted to try to be friends. Let's be friends. Fate didn't like that apparently. I found myself losing my balance and wound up starting to fall off the roof. See, I told you! I told you I still had the possibility of falling off this roof. Ah!
Whoa!
Instantly, Sam grabbed me and pulled me to him. He wrapped his arms around me, making sure I wasn't able to fall back down the roof, but that wasn't what made me blush wildly from ear to ear. We were pressed up against each other, weren't we? I had somehow landed and straddled over his lap. He was hugging me close to his chest. It was almost like a romance scene in a love story. I couldn't tear my eyes away from Sam as he stared up at me in concern. I nearly died.
I got you. You okay?
Great. Yes, I am. Since, I'm on top of you and all. However, I continued to look down at him as he stared up at me. Neither of us knew what to do, and I could feel that we were both lost in that fact. As we looked at each other, Sam's face grew slightly red.
Hey, I might as well say it now, but sorry for being a dick when we met.
Ah, it's okay. As long as you realize you were being a dick, then I guess it's fine. I must have been dreaming. Sam was being sincere? Why? However, as I stared, I could feel his strength weaken. He was shaking, but continued to hold me to keep me safe from falling. We're gonna make it on the roof? Really? Sam, do you need energy? Do you? Sam's eyes widened before he looked away, refusing to answer, but refusing to let me go. I didn't feel any energy drain, so he wasn't trying to take advantage of the situation. That was it. He needed energy, but should I give it? Hell yeah, you should. Even though this is a little dangerous, but whatever. Live life on the edge. YOLO! I gently grabbed Sam's face and tilted his head to angle with mine. Leaning in closer to him, I brought my lips to his and kissed him deeply. I didn't know if this would help, but it was how he got energy before. I shut my eyes, waiting for the draining feeling to reappear in my body, but it didn't happen because he was damn confused. Just like how Matthew was when we were on the kitchen floor. Sam didn't move, nor did I feel energy drained from me. I opened my eyes and saw Sam staring wide-eyed at me, but unmoving. He was unsure what to do, and I silenced him with confusion. I don't know why, but I felt both irritated and accomplished at the question, and at the look he was giving me. Where was his flirting? Where was his cocky smirk? From what I remembered, he took advantage of me when we met, yet now he was somehow intimidated by me. Really. I pulled away and spoke. I want to give you some of my energy. You used a lot of it, and I'm sure that the energy you took from me was only used for healing. Let me help you.
I don't...
It's fine. I mean, you prevented me from falling, I guess, twice, so whatever. Sam, if you don't want my energy, just tell me, but I'm offering it to you if you do. All of a sudden, I felt that familiar feeling of warmth run through my body once again. I felt my body slightly heat up as Sam pulled my body tighter to his. Oh my goodness. He regained his stoic gaze before speaking.
Just remember, you offered it.
Hell yeah! Okay, so we're gonna make out on the rooftop, but I ain't getting jiggy on it, okay? No. Before I knew it, Sam pulled me into a gentle but passionate kiss. Heat erupted from my body as his kiss slowly and almost timidly got deeper. Sam kept an arm around my waist while I rested his hands on his chest. Well, the energy from my body was slowly draining from the kiss, making me feel light and warm. It was almost pitiful how comfortable and how willing I was in this situation. Still, I held no regrets. I was enjoying every bit of this kiss. Hell yeah, you are. Sam gently leaned back, pulling me along with him so that I was laying on top of him. I felt odd yet comfortable to be the one in control. Woohoo, yeah! Cause I be on top like America's next top model. Sam wasn't as forceful as he was when we first met, and it felt almost magical. It was how I imagined the first kiss to be like, except with energy drain. Soon though, the energy drain stopped, and Sam gently pushed my face away to end the kiss. I stared down at him as we both panted for air. I had never kissed like that before, and I was so lost in the moment that I'd forgotten how to breathe. And that you were on the roof. Some soul stories can fall to your death at any time soon, but whatever. Sam moved a strand of my hair from my face to behind my ears, eyes still full of desire. Oh my god, seriously. The look in Sam's eyes, though, I almost couldn't find the strength to pull away. I could feel the hold of his mind-altering spell fade away, but I still felt hot and bothered. Something told me that I wanted more, but at the same time, I wasn't sure if I truly did want to give any more. I obviously want to keep going, but I still don't feel very safe. Like, I'm sure this is very romantic and all when you get in the mood and shit, but still, man. Still, I ain't about to fucking lose my life over this shit. Whatever. Fuck it. I opened the opportunity and I was enjoying it as much as he was. I wanted more and I was going to let him keep going. I wanted to keep going. I leaned down and kissed him again. Sam gasped against my lip but continued to kiss back. I could feel him pull on the tail of my bow, releasing it and following his hand off from around my neck. He moved the ribbon to his pocket before gently unbuttoning the top 2 buttons of my blouse. Oh my god, we're not gonna... I hope Google Maps or Google Satellite don't see this. Shit. The desire in my body drove me insane, forcing a moan to escape my lips as he ran kisses from my lips down to my exposed neck. As he began to ravish my neck and shoulders in hot kisses, I leaned my head back and let a pleasurable sigh escape from my lips. Sam was ruthless in his passionate kisses on my skin. Sam didn't stop touching and kissing me, making more moans and gas rush out of my mouth into the open air. He may have been full, but he was as hot as I was. And bothered. I couldn't even comprehend how much time we spent making out. I was so lost in the pleasure that I didn't care. Called simple, but I didn't care. I loved it. His touch, his kiss, his heat. I desired it beyond anything at that moment, even as he lowered his kisses down my chest just above my bra. My god, we're gonna speed read this like crazy. My heart was beating wildly in my chest. Something about Sam intrigued me immensely, but something made my heart quicken for him. It couldn't have been love, but it was too passionate to be lust. What was it? However, I began to feel dizzy, seeing the sky start to spin almost wildly. I gripped to Sam's shoulder, trying to signal him to stop, but my mind faded to black before I could let out another sound. Passed out on the roof. Great. I felt good, but I didn't care that I was blacked out. I felt warm and fuzzy in the darkness. I never knew indulging in that kind of passion would be that good. I now just waited to be awakened, hopefully in a good way. My eyes eventually fluttered open, adjusting to the sight around me. I felt familiar silks underneath me, letting me know that I was in my bed. I slowly sat up, stretching from this tiredness that still lingered. I felt very soft pain in my neck and shoulders, and I could feel my soul and lips pulse gently and healing. However, when I looked down at my body, I saw that my shirt had been pulled back up and rebuttoned as if nothing happened between me and Sam. I was just missing my ribbon. God damn it. My ribbon. My ribbon. God damn it. Before I turned to get out of bed, though, I spotted my ribbon on the pillow beside the one I slept on. It was tied in a nice bow with a small note attached to it. I gently slipped the note from the tie and opened it to read it.
Sorry, I went a little too far.
It's fine. I stared at the note, letting a small smile grace my lips. He went too far. I enjoyed it despite the first-time circumstance. It was cute, though, to imagine him thanking me for something we both did and enjoy. I brought the note to my chest, letting the memories of our meeting flood my mind. I indulged myself too, Sam, greatly on this roof. I looked at the time out of curiosity. The large red numbers on my phone showed 5:31 p.m. Yikes, yikes, 4 hours of being knocked out and I still felt tired. It was Sunday, so I was allowed to sleep longer if I wanted to. We're gonna skip, and of course Sam is gonna be the one to stop us at the door before we head out to school, and he's gonna tell us his real name, and for one, we don't know what his real name is, because we didn't get it in the flashback, did we? Before I could reach the handle of the door, however, someone took my hand. Huh? Hello. I turned to see Sam, who was holding my hand back with a stern look on his face.
My name.
Yes? Your name?
My true name isn't Sam. I want you to know my real name if something happens.
Okay. His true name, what did he mean? Why was he telling me this now? Sam gently pulled me to him and leaned close to whisper in my ear.
My name is Amaris.
Okay, cool. That's cool. Sounds like it's easier to pronounce. As he said his name, I could feel it lock in my memory. Something in my head would make sure I would never forget it. Sam pulled away and stared at me, despite still carrying worry in his eyes.
If you're in any danger, any time, it doesn't matter when, call my name. I promise that I'll come and help you.
I just had the thought, like every single time we would call each of the guys' name, I wonder what the hell they were doing. Just kind of like minding their own goddamn business, and all of a sudden they just hear their name being shouted across the world, and I'd be like, shit, drop everything and just go. Oh, that was so funny. I can just imagine it was just like a shit. Or like they're like, it would be even funnier if they're caught off guard and they just kind of magically teleport. Like shit, we gotta make an entry. Okay, gotta get this ready. I stared up at Sam, unable to say anything. I could only nod in response. Sam nodded before releasing my hand and heading to the dining room. Something told me that his name would be used eventually. Yeah, we're gonna do it right now. We're gonna yell his name. We're doing it. Almaris. Almaris. Get your ass here. All of a sudden, All of a sudden, a bright purple light engulfed the room, causing the devils around me to cover themselves.
What the?
A gust of wind brushed past me, almost forcing me back. I covered my face with my arms, bracing myself and standing my ground. I tried to peek through my arms to see what was going on, but the light continued to shine brightly. Hi, Sam! As the gust slowly started to die, the light began to fade, revealing a very pissed off Sam. He's like, the shit, man. I was in the middle of doing some Tai Chi and shit. I was going relaxed and stuff, and you just gotta fucking interrupt me. Sam!
Don't worry. I got you.
Cool. Woo! At that moment, Sam didn't even give Malix a chance to breathe. As I blinked, I saw Sam's fist ram itself into Malix's cheeks, sending the devil flying back against the wall of the warehouse we were in. Damn, he get down to business.
You motherfucker!
Nope. As Sam was relentless, he quickly followed Malix to the wall and began slamming his fist into Malix's body. An imprint of Malix's body began to form into the wall as Malix was beaten in. Damn. The remaining devils stared, trying to figure out what to do, held Malix or watch in silence. Eris, however, walked beside me and crossed her arms as she watched with an amused smirk on her face. She's so amused. She's like, look at this loser getting beaten the shit out of. Oh my god, this is hilarious.
Yes! Ah!
With a blast of heat, Sam was forced back from Malix. Sam slid on the balls of his feet, covering his face from the burst of heat that forced him back. Malix, on the other hand, was practically on fire. His menacing eyes glared deadly daggers at Sam, and as Malix gripped his gun. Yeah.
You're dead, Incubus!
Well, you just got the shit beaten out of you. Malix pried himself up from the wall and began to fire Malix pried himself on the wall and began to fire hot bullets at Sam. However, none of the shots made it to Sam's body. In the blink of an eye, Sam had disappeared from his spot and reappeared at Malix's side, ready to lay a heavy punch to Malix's head.
Too slow!
Malix, though, wasn't as slow as Sam thought. Malix quickly turned to shoot at Sam, who barely had the time to dodge it. I don't know if we should really be standing off to the side like this. Like, we could get in the middle crossfire. It quickly turned into a fight of Sam using his speed to dodge and try to hit Malix, and Malix using his gun and devil-like skills to try and lock onto Sam's appearing form. It was almost too fast to follow. However, I could tell something inside Sam had changed. He wasn't holding anything back in this fight. It was as if something incredibly demonic had taken a hold of him and forced each punch he threw and each step he made. Was this the extent of demon power? I don't know. I didn't have the chance to answer myself as Sam tried to dodge Malix. Sam tripped and landed on one knee with a loud thump. Damn. Ah, shit.
Gotcha, bitch!
I gasped in horror. Sam had no choice to dodge or run. I could only stare petrified as Malix charged forward and jammed the barrel of his gun into Sam's mouth. Ew! Unsanitary.
Eat hellfire, Incubus!
What? Then, at that moment, he's gonna do it. Something in the air changed. He's gonna Hulk smash some bitches. The air instantly went from frantic to still in energy. What could have been described as a tone as the color red quickly turned into a deadly mix of purple and green as everything began to blend together all at once. My eyes never strayed from Sam's face. However, even as it changed, his eyes began to glow a bright golden color as Sam began to bite down on the gun in his mouth. Oh gosh. As the trigger was pulled, the gun was snapped in two between Sam's teeth. Oh shit. Sam, you're a beast, okay? I'm just gonna fucking leave this building and just gonna leave it to you, okay? Bye. Bye. Small fragments of the gun flew everywhere while the look on Malix's face went from confused to petrified. I'd be scared too. Before Malix could utter a single response, Sam let out a giant animalistic roar, sending waves of fear down my spine, and tackled Malix to the ground. Damn, he mad. He's so mad. I stared as Sam began to send punches into Malix's face, one right after another. Sam's skin began to morph and shift with each punch, changing from human to something else. Ow! Before I was allowed to see Sam's new form, however, a pair of hands quickly covered my eyes. Instinctively, I reached up and gripped them, trying to pull them off. A voice stopped me.
It's me. Don't look.
Aw, why not? I listened carefully and let the last two words linger in my mind. Don't look. Why? What was being hidden from me? I wanted to know, but something told me to obey Damien's command. I could still hear Sam screaming and grunting with each punch he rammed into Malix's face, with the occasional cracking of bone and blood splatter echoing in the air. Maybe it was better that I wasn't able to see.
That's enough, Sam!
Okay, stop treating it as a punching bag. He's like, Done. Almost instantly after James's command, the sound stopped. The only thing anyone could hear then was Sam's pants and grunts for air. Damn, you did a number on him. Okay.
Malix is dead, and you've lost your glamour spell.
Can we actually see what happened to Malix this time?
Shut up.
I don't think he wants to talk to anyone right now. Glamacil, what did he mean? Why did Sam sound so different? Why was this being hidden from me? Oh my god.
It's a spell that makes us look human.
I already know that. I froze. Look human? They didn't look like humans after all. What did they look like?
Like demons.
So vague. As if Matthew knew what Damien was talking about, Matthew spoke up, followed by the sound of a cork popping out of a bottle.
Well, not for much longer. Here.
He's still mad. He's still mad.
Let's go. You gotta regain your glamour spell, and you're all out of energy. Come on.
Come on now, Sam. Just put it to rest, buddy.
Fine. Whatever.
You did good. Okay, pat on the back. I could hear the small clinking of glass being passed before hearing Sam guzzle down a liquid of some sort. The feel of the air around me gently began to warm back up, insinuating that everything had been returned to normal. Finally, Damien moved his hands from my eyes, allowing me to see around me once again. The devils, including Ares, had fled. On top of Malix's body was a dirty sheet that was quickly turning red from blood. He messed you the fuck up, boy. I could see that Malix's face was completely caved in, making a dip in the blanket. Shit, I figured. The boys, however, had gathered around me, all of them including Sam, looking like nothing had happened. Well, what just... I tried to speak, but everything zipped around in my head the whole event, and I felt like speaking was impossible.
Let's just get you home, miss. There's nothing more to see here.
Okay. I could only nod. What had happened boggled my mind at the point of disbelief. I was second-guessing everything, lost in the sea of what and how and when. As we walked out of the warehouse, I looked to Sam for some form of sign that I wasn't dreaming. Sam kept his eyes down and away from me. Let's skip. Hello? I looked to Sam, feeling my heart flutter in my chest. I didn't want him to leave, but when he asked to stay, I hoped that he would say no and ask me to stay longer. As if he knew what I wanted, Sam moved and stepped to me, putting his hands in his pocket and looking down at the ground. He was still ashamed of what he had done, but he spoke to me regardless.
Hey, I kinda...
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I wanted to thank you for your energy and stuff. Well, I kinda want to stay here.
Uh-huh.
Can we stay here?
Uh-huh.
Please?
Yeah! Hell yeah! Obviously we're gonna let him stay. Obviously we're gonna let Alia stay. My heart skipped while a large red blush ran across my cheek. The boys stared at Sam wide-eyed but didn't dare to speak out. Sam stepped back to me. Sam stepped back to give me space, returning to where he was. And we're gonna skip and we're gonna say yes. Let them stay. I wanted them to stay. Okay, yeah, I fucking know. Anyways, I watched a happy smile grow onto Sam's lips. He shared my excitement, knowing that we would be together longer, and who knew how long we would stay together. All I cared about was that I would be with him. Oh, the others quickly left to finally rest, leaving me and Sam alone at last. My heart fluttered a bit as Sam walked closer to me, looking to his feet. He was nervous, but it was really cute to see him that way, so I didn't do anything but smile.
Hey, thanks for letting us stay.
No problem! Oh my god, we're gonna party hard. You're welcome, Sam. I'm happy to have you stay here. I watched his smile brighten a bit before he cleared his throat and looked up at me with a serious face. I didn't know if it was the tiredness of my growing attachment. I didn't know if it was the tiredness or my growing attachment to him, but I felt myself sway a bit on my feet. However, Sam's face made it clear that he wanted to say something, making me forget that my bed was calling for me as well. Was also calling for me. God damn it.
Listen, about what happened at the warehouse.
I don't give a shit. You messed him up, and I'm happy for it. No, it's fine. You did what you had to do. I understand. I had accepted everything that happened and knew that Sam had to do what he had to do. He was real, and he was someone I didn't want to be without, even if that meant nodding against my curiosity. Besides, I was too tired to explore that memory further. Sam nodded before holding out a hand to me.
Come on, let's get you to bed.
Yay. I nodded before Sam gently lifted me up into his arms like a bride and carried me to my room. I didn't want to leave his arms, leaning my head against Sam's chest, but eventually I was slowly lowered to my bed and covered with my bed covers. I was still in my school clothes and I was tired to strip or care. I looked to Sam, fighting a yawn from escaping me as he gently ran a hand over my hair.
Get some sleep, alright? I'll make some breakfast again for you in the morning.
Okay, thanks. I nodded with a tired smile before watching him slowly stand and leave my room, closing the door. Obviously, we're gonna have Diana show up again. A wave of happiness washed over me as I laid in bed. I made a good choice. Sure, it would be hard, but I could tell I would be able to manage it. Help around the house and being with a man I was slowly starting to fall for would be worth it. Okay, let's skip ahead. Okay, skipped on ahead. We told them about Diana and all them shit. She showed up, threatened us. We're like, fuck you, okay. So, Sam walked over to me and placed a hand on my shoulder, looking at me with concern.
If she comes after you, you need to tell us, okay?
Duh, I'm gonna tell you, yeah. I nodded, knowing that he wanted to protect me. Sam gently took his hand from my shoulder and very gently moved the strand of hair from my face, however, making me blush and forget what I was thinking about. The sound of collected chuckles and playful snickers whispered through the air, making me blush even more. As Sam grunted in reply, the laughter stopped. I looked up to see he was glaring at his brothers, a fist forming in his hand, really ready to swing at one of them. Hey now, no violence. He and I pulled away from each other. Okay, we're gonna go to school. Okay, we're at school. Diana hijacked our class. We're in the classroom together with her alone because she sent everyone home. And then yeah, we utter Sam's name, and she's gonna ask us which one of the brothers it is. Suddenly, Diana stopped in her tracks.
Sam, who is...
It then dawned on her.
Ah, one of the boys. Why don't you tell me which boy is Sam?
Is she gonna give a shit about Sam as well? I felt myself nod in compliance. The third. Diana giggled in reply before letting go of my face and stepping back.
Really? The brute? With you?
Yeah, what of it? I nodded once again, but this time it was partly my own decision to reply. Diana let out a sound that mimicked a cat's purr before stepping away from me.
Alright then. Well, if it's the brute you're infatuated with, you should really rethink your romantic options.
Really? Really? Is she gonna give a shit about all the other guys except for Damien? She's like, ah, fuck Damien, whatever. Who cares about Damien? Because, you know, he was like the son of a harem girl, so technically he's not up for grabs in like the royal bloodline for the fucking throne shit. Oh my god. Anyways, we're gonna skip. Okay, got the flashback, and yep, we're gonna continue on ahead. After what seemed like hours, I finally woke up slightly refreshed. My body knew that if I slept any longer, I'd be up all night, which was not part of the plan for the day. I rubbed my eyes and sat up, letting a soft groan escape my lips. In response, something beside my bed shuffled, causing me to look over. I didn't know what I was expecting. Beside me, sitting in a chair beside the bed, was Sam, rousing himself up to see me awake. I smiled at him, seeing his slightly ruffled hair and tired eyes.
Oh, you're awake. How do you feel?
I feel great. Fine, better, fine. I feel better. Sam nodded before he looked down at the bed, leaning over it to stare at the blanket.
I'm such an idiot. If I was stronger, you wouldn't be like...
God damn it! We're gonna go through this again, huh? We're gonna go through this again? Okay, fine, whatever, fine. Sam, it's not your fault.
No, it's my fault. It's our fault. Look at you. You're in bed again. After us using our powers again. And you're a target again because of us. You never should have.
You need to put more faith in me. All of you. Seriously. Hashtag more trust, okay? Because I can handle myself, okay? We all saw it. I could have totally beat up Malice for you. I wouldn't need your help either way, you know? Whatever. And like, Diana can't do shit to me. Whatever. It's all good. And I love my bed. What are you talking about? There's no bad reason to be in bed, you know? It's great. I mean, it's Egyptian cotton. Who wouldn't want to be in this bed? I quickly reached over and put my finger on his lips, stopping him from going any further. I didn't want to hear any more. Sam, it's okay. I wanted to help you out. I offered to let you all stay. Nothing is your fault. I gently moved my hand and cupped Sam's cheek, staring at him with concern. I didn't want him to hold guilt in his mind about this whole ordeal. Diana was desperate, and she'd hunt anyone down for them. It wasn't his fault. She was desperate enough to hunt them down. Sam looked at me, defeated by my hand, before he closed his eyes and let out a sigh. However, I grew curious. Yeah, I want to see what his second flashback is. Or something, I don't know. So Sam, you're noble? Yeah. Sam opened his eyes to look at me. He didn't seem angry, but he had a coldness in his voice as he spoke.
I was a noble. I'm not a noble anymore.
Right, because you ran away. Not anymore?
I was the third son of the Demon Lord. My brothers and I lived together in the castle as nobility. But since James was the oldest, James became royalty and was heir to the throne.
Yeah, we all know that.
The whole situation became one gigantic, boring mess. So we all grouped together and left to come here. Once that happened, we surely lost the chance to ever get forgiveness.
But who gives a shit? What was it like while you were there?
Like I said, one gigantic, boring mess. Eric, Matthew, and I were as replacements in case James fucked up.
Ah, that's the way to put it.
Since Eric was before me and since my dad was a dickbag, I wasn't ever likely to get the throne. So I spent my days lazying about and not giving two shits about anything. Not even my mom could control me.
Damn. Your mom?
Yeah, she's not like my asshole of a dad. She was actually caring and kind, but was a pushover.
Aww. Sam let out a small laugh. I could tell he was getting nostalgic.
She always thought I could be more than I was, but my dad definitely made sure I knew my place. In response, I became the rebel son, hanging out with the commoner demons and such just to piss my dad off. I swear, I'm surprised he didn't kill me out of shame.
Ah. That's horrible. Sam stared at me as if I had slapped him. He then sighed and ruffled my hair a bit.
Don't even worry about it. You need rest. You don't need to know about the demon world.
Of course I do. It's fascinating. But I want to know more about you. That too. Sam stared at me once again as if I had slapped him. I couldn't tell whether I was pissing him off or intriguing him. He let his hand that was ruffling my hair fall down the strands of my hair, stopping at my cheek to cradle it. For a strong man, Sam knew how to be soft. Oh, shit. I was like looking at my phone, sorry. Sam let out a sigh before unlinking his dog tag from around his neck and putting it around mine. Ooh, what? Oh, hey.
I'm warning you. My past is boring.
Oh, hey, so this is his, like, little, the magical item shit. Yeah, since James had has his glasses, Matthew had his mirror. Oh, sweet. So you got your dog tag. Sam wrapped his fingers gingerly around the dog tag, and I watched as green mist began to surround his hand and the dog tag. The green aura wrapped around the necklace until it snaked around my head, and before I knew it, I was surrounded by green light. When the light had subsided, I was back in the main hall of the demon castle. I looked around, feeling unable to move, but I could practically see everything as clear as I had before.
Bring that back!
Oh. My head shot towards the sudden exclamation where I saw Sam rush into the hall with a quite large basket of bread.
No chance in hell, creepo!
Gosh, so angry. Sam then did what I only ever saw in TV shows or movies. He stomped his foot onto the ground, causing a large boulder to burst out from it before he kicked it towards the entrance he had come from. What? I could only stare as the boulder didn't demolish the door it was flying towards, but simply skidded to a stop, blocking the entrance. Oh my god.
That was easy.
Gosh. Sam then turned into the hall, looking around as he walked towards the throne. He took a small roll of bread and stuffed it into his mouth, only able to cover half of it as he stared at the seat. I was surprised. Why did Sam steal bread? Why would he steal bread? He was a rebel, yes, but he was a noble. He wouldn't get in trouble for taking food, but he had a basket of bread. Maybe he was gonna give it to, like, the commoners, the less fortunate. Sam chewed and swallowed the bread. He started consuming inside.
Fucking asshole piece of shit parent.
Or maybe he's stress eating. I don't know.
At least you have your folks.
Eh? Who the hell? I turned to see another demon step out from behind the pillar towards Sam. Sam smirked at him and tossed. Sam smirked at him and tossed him the basket of bread. Ah, okay, so the bread is for you.
Think that's enough for you and your brother?
Ah.
More than enough. This means a lot, man.
Ah, you're so nice.
Don't mention it, Gaku.
Gaku smiled and held out a hand to Sam, who took it and shook it.
We owe you for this.
Took it and shook it.
You don't owe me jack shit. Now get going before you get caught.
Yeah, how did you even break into this palace? Oh, maybe you flew in. I don't know. But still, I would figure that they would have security measures for, like, people like you. Gaku nodded. However, Gaku quickly got out a dog tag from his trench coat and held it out for Sam. Sam stared before reaching out and taking it.
What is this?
A gift. A human world trinket. I know you and your brothers have been interested in it. Maybe this might bring you closer to it.
Yeah, he's dressed in clothes and shit, and what the fuck? Gaku, who the hell are you? What the hell are you? How are you, Wei? Sam stared before looking down at the gift. It was glimmering silver, almost entrancing Sam's gaze. As Sam looked back up, Gaku lifted off the ground and flew out an open window into the almost sickly purple sky.
The human world.
Yeah, Sam looked back down at the trinket before wrapping it with green magic.
Like I can get any closer.
No. But you can, and you will, and you did eventually. Sam tossed the trinket into the air, letting it vanish into an unknown oblivion. I smiled a bit at the sight, knowing the future of that point. Whoa! What surprised me was a green orb slowly floating towards Sam, wrapped in a purple-like aura. Sam didn't even turn around, but spoke as if he knew. This is his mom, probably. Because the demon lord was like, ah, fuck it, all these bitches be crazy. I'm gonna turn them into orbs.
What do you want, Mom?
Mom, how is that orb his mother? The orb simply floated in place as Sam turned to it with an almost angry glare.
Yes, I stole that bread and gave it to the commoner, alright? Don't judge me.
Yeah, don't judge. Once again, Sam was not responded to, at least not from what I heard. Sam clicked his teeth and crossed his arms peeved.
Yeah, whatever.
The orb then floated over to Sam and lightly brushed his cheek before flying off, disappearing into the air. Sam sighed, rolling his shoulders.
I need to get out of here.
Yeah. He looked like he had a lot in his mind, but his closed mouth wouldn't let him express it. However, none could question his irritation. Eventually, Sam stopped the magic, taking the dog tag off of me and holding it in his hands before looking to me.
What did I tell you? Boring.
No. You helped that demon get food.
I was a rebel breaking rules. We're not supposed to care for common demons. We're supposed to let them die out if they don't have the ability to take care of themselves.
Dog eat dog world, huh? Sam gritted his teeth and let out an aggravated sigh.
Whatever. I'm not there anymore. I'm here.
Yeah. Sam.
Look.
You have nothing to be sorry about. I stared, my mind going blank. What was he apologizing for as Sam stared down at the blankets again?
You've done a lot for me and my brothers. Sheltering us, letting us continue to live here. It may not seem like much, but for us, it means everything. Especially after everything that's happened to you with that hellspawn Malik and Diana being crazy.
It's all good, you know.
I don't think we'll ever be able to repay you for what you've done.
Don't sweat it. I watched in speechless silence as Sam lifted his head, his eyes full of almost hopelessness.
Thank you.
No problem. Sam lowered his head and gently, almost as if I was fragile, placed his hand over my hand. I couldn't help but feel my heart squeeze within my chest at the sight. He truly cared. He did. Sam let out a small sigh before looking to me, removing his hand from mine.
Now get some sleep. You still need rest. We'll wake you up when dinner is done.
Okay. Sam gently pressed me back down onto the bed, resolved in what had happened. I'm gonna steal a kiss from you. Yeah. I couldn't let him leave without doing something. I quickly pulled Sam down to me, lifted my head, and gently kissed him, softly laying a hand on his cheek to keep his face close. Sam stared in deep surprise before hesitantly kissing me back, caressing my cheek and slightly melting at the touch of our lips. A soft sigh escaped his lips before he slowly pulled away with a smile. He gently licked his lips, making me go red in the face with a simple gesture. He let out a satisfied sigh before running a hand through my hair.
Sleep, doofus.
No, doofus, because Diana's gonna show up. And with that, he stood up and left the room, leaving me to rest as per his request. I smiled to myself before relaxing into the mattress. There we go. There we go. I suddenly tensed up. I felt majorly uneasy. Something wasn't right. I felt it in my core. She must be here. Oh my god, that tingly. My Diana senses are tingling. The thought of her, or my bitch senses are tingling. The thought of her in the house infuriated me beyond belief. I had to make sure she was not here. But she is. I rolled out of bed quickly and left my room, wandering the halls and listening closely. She was a demon, but I was listening very intently. There was no way she would have been able to sneak up on me. I know you're here. Where are you? I could feel myself growling. It wasn't a matter of fear that she'd take away the boys anymore. Her very existence had lit a fire of rage within my gut, which only grew as each day went by. This feud was getting on my nerves, and I knew it would not end well for one of us. I was going to lose to that demon bitch.
What the fuck do you want?
Sam, I fucking love you. I heard My heart stopped. Diana was with Sam. My mind flew into slow motion, playing fake images of Diana trying to seduce Sam in my head to further fan the angry flames inside me. I instinctively followed Sam's voice. I was approaching the grand lobby. I hid myself behind the corner of the hall, peeking into the space and down at the scene. Ooh, okay, so we're here. This shit's taking place here. I peeked inside to see Sam by the foot of the stairs with Diana sitting on the railing looking to him.
My, such a brute. Didn't your mother teach you how to treat a woman?
No.
She isn't here, and frankly, you shouldn't be either.
I'm hurt. Wounded, truly.
Like I care, you crazy bitch.
Yeah.
Pity. And here I thought I was going to offer you the chance to become something better than just a simple incubus.
Is she seriously gonna offer him the chance on the throne like she did with Matthew? Is that it, really? What was Diana going on about more than just an incubus? Was she was insane.
Like you got anything I care about.
How about becoming the next demon
Really?
lord?
It's the same deal. Wow. I froze. What did she mean? Becoming the next demon lord? The boys weren't in the demon world anymore. They had no claim to the throne anymore. Sam stared at Diana, which made me worry.
You're bluffing.
Wait.
Well, currently, I'm the contracted bride to the heir to the throne. Since the throne is open, it's available to any son of the demon lord's line.
Wow, so it's the same shit. Same deal? Really? Not like he's gonna take it.
Think about it. You'll gain the throne, the land, and a bride to continue your lineage with. Doesn't that sound like a perfect life for an incubus like you?
But he don't give a shit because, well, technically he came here for a reason, alright? What makes you think he gonna go back? I could feel myself gripping my fist tightly in anger. How dare this girl try to convince Sam to return to the demon world? He ran away from it. He didn't have to go back. He shouldn't go back. My mind began to wander, imagining him saying yes, he would leave and the brothers would follow him to bring him back. They'd be trapped because Diana would make sure they could never leave. Sam would be the new demon lord with Diana as his queen, and I'd lose him.
You must be crazier than I thought.
Yeah, she hella crazy.
What?
He don't give a shit. I felt surprise run down my body again. Did I hear Sam correctly? He denied her? He denied her? Duh.
You dare deny?
Yeah? Oh! All of a sudden, Sam's body disappeared as well as Diana's. I blinked and saw Sam grip Diana by the neck, pinning her to the wall near the dining room archway. Her feet couldn't even touch the floor, and I felt myself unconsciously rub my neck at the sight. Damn.
For once in your life, shut your fucking mouth!
Yeah! What he said. I could see Sam's muscles tense and flex out holding Diana, wanting to tense even harder to snap her neck.
You do not scare me. I could bring you to your knees and make you beg to return with me on a chain leash.
Nah.
Then do it! I want to see you try to chain me!
Sam glared as Diana stared almost in fear of him. I expected her to actually do it, however, after a small breath of the moment, Sam smirked. Ha! Bluffed, you lied. Ha! You hella scared. Sam then released Diana, letting her body fall to the floor. Diana gripped her neck, coughing for air as Sam stepped back, glaring at her.
You're out of power. You've been running without recharging, and now you're on your last life.
Ha!
Shut up!
Ha! Diana glared and stood up, flipping her hair back into its almost unnaturally sexy style.
What's stopping me from taking your little human's energy?
Eh?
You go anywhere near her again, and I will rip you apart.
Well, I'm right here.
The human girl? You must be joking. A human like her can't possibly provide you what you need. She's a human. You're a
I'm just
demon.
gonna jump in here and be like, hey! I felt the urge to storm in and shut her mouth. It would give away my position, but I was growing extremely tired of Diana. Well, I ain't no little bitch, like I said, so I'm gonna barge in. Hey, I decided to be assertive and quickly stepped into the room, rushing down the steps to be in front of Sam. Diana and Sam looked at me in surprise as I glared daggers at Diana. Get out, because the front door is just right there, so get the fuck out.
Well, well, little human. You're awfully nosy in business that doesn't concern you.
It does concern me. It does concern me.
Does it? I don't think a human would understand the importance of this affair.
You're asking him to leave to be someone he doesn't want to be. That's not going to happen.
Oh? And what makes you so sure?
Because I love him. I love him. Diana stared in shock at my exclamation. Was it not what she expected? I didn't care what she expected. I wasn't going to lose the man I had grown to love.
You...
Hell yeah, I do. Fuck yes. Yes, I love him. Diana's lips twitched, the edges curling into an amused smirk as she stared at me.
So what? A human's love isn't enough to understand the situation. A demon can never reciprocate human feeling.
To both of our surprise, however, Sam stepped forward and put an arm around me, pulling me close to his body. Ha ha.
I love her.
Yay! I saw the confidence Diana had shatter in her eyes as she stared at Sam. At his words. I could see the struggle in her face to try and find some weakness in Sam, in me, anything.
A demon love a human? Impossible.
Okay, how is he gonna, like, tear you down now?
Are you deaf? I said I love her. You don't have the brains to understand what love is. It's not just a human emotion. Demons like us can feel it too. You just have your head so far up your ass that you refuse to see it. Just like how you refuse to see that you've lost.
Diane took a step back, physically feeling the sting of Sam's words in her chest. She had lost. I could see it in her eyes. Diana's eyes grew dull as she stared at me and Sam. It seemed almost uncharacteristic of her, yet it was something I wasn't surprised to see come from her face.
Very well. Fine. Valid.
Yeah, bye. And with that, Diana faded into the ground into a purple pentagram, crossing her arms and almost looking upset. Sam and I were then left alone, left with the silence of the room. I found out of the air I was unconsciously holding in my chest, relaxing from the ordeal. Sam stepped up to me and held me gently, surprising me.
You alright?
I'm great. I nodded in response, unable to speak so immediately after being surprised. Sam let out a sigh, relaxing in the embrace. I gently placed my hands around him, returning the embrace slightly. I could hear Sam's heartbeat. He held me close in his arms, and I felt safe beyond words. Thank you for defending me.
There's no way I'd let her hurt the one I love.
I looked up at Sam, surprised at what he said. Sam blushed, moving a strand of hair from my face to look down at me.
I'm an asshole, yeah. Do I deserve to like you? No. I don't deserve to be holding you now.
But that's the thing, though. I'm an asshole as well, so we can both be assholes together.
I love you. Okay?
I mean, it's great to be an asshole. What are you talking about? I love you as well. Let's just be assholes together, like I said. I stared wide-eyed, blushing like a maniac. Was this for real? No way. This couldn't be real. Was Sam confessing to me, confessing his love for me? Yeah, he just admitted that he was an asshole. I mean, you know that. What says nothing says I love you than admitting that you're an asshole. Sam gently caressed my cheek, staring into my eyes Sam gently caressed my cheek, staring into my eyes with a loving, almost hopeful expression. The warmth of his hand invited me to nuzzle into it, and I closed my eyes. This wasn't a dream. My heart was pounding to the point where I was sure Sam could hear it. Sam gently leaned in, closing his eyes. He stopped, however, remaining just a mere torturous inch away from my lips. He wanted me to show my feelings for him. He had left himself open for me to kiss him or leave him empty. We're gonna kiss the piss out of him. Yeah, the power I had was unbelievable. Kiss him. Kiss him. I loved him, and I wanted to give him exactly what he wanted. I gently leaned in, letting my lips finally touch his gingerly. Sam let out almost a surprised gasp against my lips before wrapping both of his arms around my waist, pulling me close to him. I moved my arms up and around his neck, feeling the kiss between us deepen into a heated height. My chest was pounding, making me feel and see fireworks in my mind. Sam was everything I desired. He was the man I wanted, demon or not. It was all so supernatural to fall in love with someone so quickly. Maybe it was the sense magic I was thrown into. Maybe it was Cupid playing with my heart. Either way, I found myself melting at the thought of him being with me. I found myself combing my hair. I'm like speed reading this like crazy because I've already read this. This is the same exact dialogue as all the other guys so far. So yeah, I apologize if I seem really bland and I'm just like, just kind of going at it. But yeah, I found myself combing my fingers through Sam's hair, making the man holding me softly tremble at my touch. He gently nibbled my lower lip, asking me to deepen the kiss between us even further. I easily teased him before finally opening my mouth slightly for him. His tongue gently danced with mine as one of his hands slid up my back and cradled my head. He gently leaned my body back, making me cling to him as the heat of our kiss rose higher and higher. Gently, though, Sam slowed the kiss down and pulled away, staring down at me. His eyes burned for me, wanting me to melt and buckle in his arms. I could feel myself melt already. Sam opened his mouth to speak, but as a very small blush ran along his cheeks, he was reduced to shy silence. I stared as he tried to find the words to say in my eyes. I knew exactly what he wanted. He didn't need energy, though, right? We're gonna do it. Except, you're gonna take me to bed because James did it. Matthew did it. You gotta do it. Damon, he's special. Are you horny?
No, I just...
Yeah, huh? I stared wide-eyed, feeling a blush on my cheeks grow. He didn't say anything more, but I knew what words would have followed if he continued. He wanted me. I was stunned. Was I that appealing to him? Was his passion really that deep for me? Yeah, so deep. Sam gently nuzzled my forehead, losing the blush and finally being able to speak.
If you don't want to, we don't have to. I mean, it's
As
up
long
to
as you take me to bed. That's all good. I could feel my mind go numb and purr at the idea. A moment with an incubus. He was the demon of sex, purest form of lust and desire. My world would rock and I would enjoy every second of it. Hell yeah. At the same time I was indeed experienced. Diana wasn't wrong when she claimed me to be innocent. Did I want to give that innocence to him, especially this early? I found myself forgetting the words yes and no. What could I say to him? I knew then what I wanted, but how to say it without breaking the moment. Seduce the fuck out of me. Do it. I couldn't believe the two words that came out of my mouth. It made the most sense to tell him yes. I needed him. I wanted him. That those two words must have made something in him finally break. We're gonna do this. Sam quickly wrapped his arms around me, and all of a sudden I felt the wind breeze past me as the world zipped by. I gripped Sam despite it only lasting a mere second. Shit! Just gonna trash star all the way back upstairs. Yay! World record! When the world relaxed, I was in my bed on my bed. When the world relaxed, I was in my bedroom on my bed with Sam above me. He was red in the face, but he had a look of determination that was quickly fading. I stared as Sam quickly realized what he was doing. He sat up, growing even more red in the face. Sam? I giggled before sitting up and caressing his cheek with a knowing smile. He must have been nervous. I was too, but I wanted this to happen. I wanted to see him and give myself to him. I gently guided his head to me, kissing him slowly and bringing him back into the mood. It was okay to be nervous. We'd work through this together. Sam let his vest slide down his arms and tossed it to the side before cradling my head in his hands and kissing me deeply. I felt heat rise in my body, making me undo the tie underneath my collar and release the buttons of my own shirt. Quickly I removed my shirt and vest, making Sam stop kissing me and stare in slight surprise. I was simply in a bra, but I could feel a blush invade my cheeks. My shy side began to fester in my mind. Did I really want this, to undress before a demon? No, this was the man I loved, and yet I felt my innocence drape over me in an almost shame. Oh, whatever, it's okay. As if he knew, Sam gently caressed my cheek, smiling before removing his own shirt and revealing his chest. Hot damn. Hot damn! Sam gently held me in his arms, constantly looking to make sure I was okay. It warmed my heart to see him being concerned, but I knew that our heat needed to be fulfilled. Hell yeah, like Sahara heat. Sam pulled me close, knowing I was still shy, and began to kiss my lips over and over. Each kiss was his promise to keep me safe, keep me comfortable, love me. Love me like you do. God damn, I don't know how many times I've used that joke. I kept my arms wrapped around Sam, taking each kiss he gave me and giving my own kisses in return. I didn't know if it was the fact we were both top nude, or maybe I just craved his touch, but I didn't want to let him go. However, as he held me, I could slightly feel the shiver of his hands. Was I his first? Yeah, hell yeah, you are. He wasn't going to tell me. He wanted me to enjoy this moment, but he was afraid of screwing it up. His shivering hands showed me his emotions perfectly. As he laid me down and knelt over me, Sam smiled and finally embraced me as we both desired. The pleasure between us would be heavenly and we'd go through it together. Oh my god. I closed my eyes and gave myself to Sam. And we had sex. It was great. Yep, I nuzzled my head under Sam's chin as he held me close.
I love you.
Thanks. Me too. I love you too. Just to hear those words come from Sam's mouth made my heart flutter. To hear me answer made my soul warm in glee. And I had the best sleep in my life. It was 10 out of 10. I would totally do it again. And it was great. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring into Sam's bare chest. I blushed but looked up to see Sam still sleeping. His sleeping face made me giggle softly, but the reality of the situation made my heart flutter. I couldn't believe it. I was lying next to a man I had grown to love with all of my heart. We're gonna skip ahead. No. Okay, so the next... Yeah, as the years on by, we're gonna see if we got his true ending. I'm not gonna do his alternative ending because I'm pretty sure it's gonna end up the same way as we did with the other boys, which is them bringing us breakfast, and that's basically it. So let's see what Sam's true ending. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure we got the true ending, but let's see what he's gonna do for us in this true ending. So we got the same dialogue here again. As you can see, it's been a good couple of years after we met the boys. I had a moment to myself, so I wandered my house. Took all that happened as if it was all a dream. The demons, the devils, the magic. It was all surreal. It was all... It's the same sentence. The same goddamn sentence that just boxed me up. Okay, it all was surreal to believe. It almost frightened me to think that it could all have been a dream. But the warm feeling in my heart reminded me that it was all real, the demons, the magic, the love I had, all real. I smiled as I held my hands in my chest, relishing in the feelings dancing within my soul. Oh, I let out a happy sigh before looking up and seeing where I had wandered to. I realized that I was standing in the hallway near my bedroom. I guess I didn't wander far. So she just literally just walked out, just kind of walked out of her room, took a couple steps down the hall, and just be like, "Oh, here I am. Here I am."
Jeez, how the hell did I end up here?
The fuck? Sam, where are you? Where did you get lost to? I stopped at the sound of Sam's voice. It sounded distant, but yet he was clear as day. I looked around to land my sights on an open window. What the hell? He must have been on the roof again. I tiptoed over and listened further, wanting to know what he meant.
It's been years and I still can't believe I'm here. To think I wanted to leave in the first place. I'm such an idiot.
Are you talking to yourself, Sam? Are we like eavesdropping on your inner monologue? I smiled. I quickly remembered when we had first met, he was my first kiss after all.
And I, of course, had the worst first impression ever. Why the hell did I do that?
Well, I forgive you by now, so it's okay. I still love you. I still kind of fell in love with you either way, so it's all good. I stifled my giggles. He was thinking of the kiss too. It was adorable to hear him reminiscing and mentally slapping himself.
Meh, I guess I can't take back the past. I can only make sure she gets what she deserves from now on.
Yes, don't look back to the past. It distracts from the now. Huh? I didn't understand. He already gave me everything I wanted. He was practically mine already. What more could he give me? A hell lot of more.
Alright, Sam. No more fuck-ups. I'll call up James and learn how to be a proper man. I need to be strong enough to support her no matter what comes our way.
Oh, but you are such a proper man. Well, not really. You're a little rough around the edges, but it's okay. Isn't that what makes you charming? I could not believe what I was hearing. Sam was willing to change for me. I felt both honored and guilty. You don't need to change, Pumpkin. No. I didn't want him to change. I loved him for him, no one else. Exactly. I quickly went to the window and stepped up to grab the rooftop. Thank God I had upper body strength, and my sonly hand placement scared Sam. I am the grudge.
What the?
I am the grudge coming to kill you. No. Help me up, Sam. Yeah, grab me. Sam looked down at me in surprise before grabbing my arms and lifting me up to the roof with him. However, I landed once again in his laps with his arms around me. Hello.
What the hell are you doing? And how long were you there?
Pretty long. Long enough to hear everything. Sam, I don't want you to change. Sam stared, looking lost at what to say to my words as I caressed his cheek with a smile. It was true though. Yeah, you don't need to change. You don't need to go. Wait. Don't go changing to try and please me. He had faults, sure, but who didn't? I enjoyed his company and enjoyed every part of his personality. Sam gently moved his hand and Sam gently moved his head and buried his face in my palm, closing his eyes and absorbing what I had said. He gently opened his eyes, partially staring past my hand. I was like, what? Because my eyes jumped from head to hand too quickly, and it just, my brain did a switch, and I'm like, oh shit. Slow down.
You do realize that I'm a brute, right? That was my nickname in the Abyssal Plains. I'm a brute. A monster. I'm not what someone can really want.
No, Sam! Seriously, Sam, how long have we known each other? Like, seriously, I thought you knew me by now. Come on, I don't give a shit about some petty nickname or some shit. You don't have to live to that expectation. Sam finally looked at me, a look of hopelessness in his eyes. You're what I want, you're not a brute, and you're not a monster. I gently guided Sam's face down with my hand and kissed him softly, reminding him of my touch and reaffirming my words. He stared at me as if his greatest wish had come true. I fought back a giggle at the sight. Sam gently pulled me to him, hugging me to his chest. I nuzzled into Sam's chest, hearing his gentle heartbeat and memorizing its tempo.
You've chained the monster deep inside. This sick and sinful body of mine.
Oh, now you're gonna sing to me? Oh, see? You lovely person with a nice voice. You know the song? Duh, it's my ringtone, god damn it. I totally completely forgot. And it's the opening to the freaking game. Jesus Christ. Sam chuckled softly, the sound of his laughter sending happy waves down my spine. Sam smiled down at me and kissed the top of my head.
It's your ringtone, doofus. I've practically memorized it.
Wanna hear my ringtone? Not something you could sing sweetly to your bae. I smiled and giggled up at Sam. It was adorable to see him like this. I then felt bold and straightened up to tower Sam a little.
Hey, what
I'm
are
gonna
you...
kiss you. Or yeah. I simply smiled before kissing Sam's forehead, then very gently over his eyelids. I love you, Sam. So very much. Sam held me and closed his eyes. I could tell he didn't want to let me go. You better not, because I'm gonna end up falling off this roof if you do.
I love you too.
Yay! You better. I didn't want to wake up if this was indeed a dream. I felt light as a feather, not wanting to ever let go of this man in my arms. There were no words that could describe the emotions within me. I felt joy, happiness, ecstatic high all at once. Here I was holding the man I would be with forever under the beautiful orange sky and the roof of my mansion. My bald mansion. I had gained the heart of a demon. No, of a man I loved, I vowed to cherish him and love him for the remainder of my days and beyond. Could a demon love a human forever? I knew Sam would. Yeah, and that was my happily ever after. Sam's acceptance. Oh. And yeah, the new password demon war. Obviously, yeah, I mentioned this. No, I haven't mentioned this, but like, someone told me, and I forgot to mention it, that it was indeed the password to that angel password fucking extra bonus shit. But I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna include it either after I finish all the incubi guys route, or maybe after I finish like everyone's route, and I'll include it in the extra and in the non-romantic endings that you can get in this game. And yeah, probably that, because I don't think it's gonna take long. Like, I'm just gonna show you the scene, what happened, or maybe, I don't know, whatever, I'll decide. I'll see. Yay! Anyways, that is Sam's route. Woo! Well, I don't know. I'm kind of sort of debating whether or not I should include like his alternate ending, his slightly altered ending, which isn't his true ending. But like I said, it's like, I'm pretty sure it's the same as the other guys so far, which is them bringing breakfast to us and just being like us reminiscing about how they first met, and it's like, oh, what do you remember? And it's like, oh, you know, everything from all the crazy shit that's happened and leading up to this point. And they're like, yeah, you know, it's great, it's been great, and you know, we're gonna love each other forever, and that's it. Like, there's no deeper meaning behind that. Yeah, so I don't know. Fuck it, whatever, I'll include it. Here, I'll cut it. I lied, you guys. It was practically the same shit. Same sort of lines again, and like nothing really changed. I don't think it's worth either putting it in, because yeah, like I said, the paraphrase version, they just gonna come in with breakfast for us and be like, hey, did you sleep well? Like, hey, made you breakfast. And it's like, what you dream of? And it's like, oh, that's a cool, this is a pretty sweet dream then, huh? And it's like, yeah, and that's it. That's all. So anyways, that concludes Sam's route, and the next episode we'll finally be wrapping up romancing all the guys, all the incubi guys, because Eric is the last one of them. Yay! So next episode we're gonna do Eric's route, and then afterwards it's Andrew, and then the girls. Yay! We're almost done this game, you guys. Oh my god, I can't believe this is going by really fast now. Like, after the first like half-ish, or doing the first incubi guy, or either one of the guys, yeah, but afterwards it's like going by really fast. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode for Eric's route. Can't wait. Which is funny enough, because I'm in the middle of doing I just started Yuri's route in my nameless let's play, so like, so far I am not handling his flirtatious ways all that well, so this is gonna be interesting. Let's see if Eric is any different. So, once again, I will see you then. So, bye!